scusa, quando, così stavo pensando di iniziare una saga, ok? Una saga a recuperare muscolare le tendini, le ligamenti, le ossi, con nutriziale e anche in modalità come ghiaccio, una una tazza, like ice cup, basically. I just that mi ha steso. E cosa qualche penere fatto. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, so basically, I guess that you can start it now. Actually, let me put it on the aqua. This is also number one. Numero uno. This is the other day that we recuperare tante cose nel nostro steso. Okay, aqua. So help pH balance. Help equilibrare the pH. Dentro del nostro stese. For nutrient shuffling. Okay, hydration, a lot of pulling of minerals and lubrication. So aqua is definitely number one macronutrient. Well, that's what they said in one thing that I read. So this, also firmly believe oreo de piace for it's a fatty acid, so it's a little like small chain link peptide, I guess, in a sense, right, of building block for higher molecule fats, and has omega-3s, omega-3s. It has stuff for your heart, CoQ10, so it helps you, it's a healthy fat, so it won't clog arterial things. It helps cover your meninges, your in your cervix and your cervical spinal area. They go up to your brain sheath for all that myelin health. So it's also good for the brain, that's why it even shows brain and nerves. Better fat coverage around your myelin sheath and your spinal cord. More synaptic and nodes are able to process better and click. That's what I learned in anatomy and physiology, what I picked up. I'm not good on the books, but I mean, I did pass. Now I just gotta get my finances up so I can continue college somehow, because freaking people want you to pay for knowledge, but that's why there's crime a lot, They can't help people get into college. It's weird. And vitamin D, it's supposed to help keep you happy. Again, with people going against you, because it's true. Although they say you shouldn't point fingers, but I'm going to point fingers at this time, because a lot of people go against people when people should be going against time. So anyways, vitamin D is also absorbent for bone mineral health, immune health, too. It helps immunity, helps skin, believe it or not. So vitamin D definitely, especially during the winter, specialmente durante l'inverno, la stagione in cui tutte le voi fuori da dovreste utilizzare queste supplementare con queste durante questa stagione negli Stati Uniti, in Stati Uniti e New York, specialmente, sì. And these two supplements are from Thorne. That's all, folks. NSF certified. Okay, and then I like Raw Nutrition. Okay, because I like Chris Bumstead. So they just released come loro rischiano. Aspetta, mi dispiace, I can even say it like this. Come loro per rischiare una supplementare con creatina e anche hydraulic methylbutyric acid. So it's calcium and hydroxymethylic acid. Also, calcium also plays a crucial role in. Also, vitamin D and calcium are totally different. Also, too, believe it or not. Okay. And they really are. Vitamin D is a vitamin. Calcium, actually, believe it or not, it's a mineral. I believe. Yeah, because it's labeled different too than vitamin D. But anyways, calcium is helps with ATP purposes. Helps with so it is a vitamin D actually because it gives you more energy and absorbent. It's all a cascadical effect. So it also helps with muscle contractions too as well. Calcium, sodium, calcium channels, sodium ion, and potassium release myosin and release the myosin and the tropomyosin and the all the filament and the sediment theory. So definitely this, I can see why this would play a portion with creatine. It helps keep your muscles lean and mean and green like the giant off that can. Okay, and the greens, I got this, but I would rather use AG1, but it has enzyme for absorbent of peptides and lipase and anything with the A's at the end is an enzyme, so it helps get those or absorbed and broke down. I have to learn my enzymes more better. I did learn my enzymes. Probiotics helps keeps your gut shuffling clean out through stuff that you really don't need. And then antioxidants helps keep your muscles and your bodies and joints and flushed, so you're not like inflamed in a bad way. So definitely a green I recommend. This has greens and reds. I might go with IM8 or I might go with AG1. But I seen this and I was like, oh, this would be good, especially after this holiday season and you feel like you indulge and ate stuff that you really don't need too much. Because this is going to help flush all that stuff back out. So if you don't need it, whatever is processed into you and absorbed afterwards, like your protein, your carbs, your vitamins, your minerals that you really do need, it will stay in. So, I mean, people's out there drinking liquor and everything, and they don't need that, and they're flushing it back out the next day anyway. So, yeah. And then this, I seen this only because this is D1 wrestler, and I want to wrestle in some sort of wrestling. But right now, I have a in this moment of what I'm doing in this video, and this is going to be the start of this recovery saga. So I'm just going to talk. It's sort of dependent on the parare. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you what's happening in this momento. Okay, so mi sto preparando per una triathlon del gennaio 4. Okay, so anyways, this is D1 wrestler. He uses Rise, and he's a really nice, really quite the athlete. But I seen this at Target. I was like, ooh, let me try it. I didn't know they made hydration. And the formula is actually, despite the sucralose, the formula is actually pretty good. It has vitamin C for ascorbic acid, because actually, vitamin C and collagen is a 1-to-1. Vitamin C helps absorb collagen. They have choline, calcium, phosphate, magnesium, chloride, so it has all potassium too. It has all these minerals that you really do need, and vitamins as well. So, and the vitamin C is supposed to help pull these minerals in. So, definitely, that's why I got this too, because the formula is actually pretty good. And it, despite, like I said, despite the sucralose, Element's supposed to be a clean one. And no offense to Element, they don't have nearly as much as these minerals for an electrolyte brand. Actually, I think this is an electrolyte brand. Besides, they could get the sucralose out of there and put like Alios or Stevia or something. But I mean, the mineral profile, I guess, outweighs that. So just like life good with the bad. And then I did say this is a recovery with nutrition and minerals and all that jazz. So I already told you about the ice cup. So yeah, for this part, I'm gonna explain this ice cup. Okay, so I did an intern over at Albany, great people, and I also did a little work study at my college, and they have these little small cup things. You fill it up with water, you put it in the freezer, and then when you put it in the freezer, it forms a cup of ice, and you rub it on all your malalignments, basically bad portions of your body. That's you did through training, through activity, through playing sport, do anything, construction. You can rub this on your back, so it's like ice therapy. Well, I had to rub it on my lower back. I did Zercher squats yesterday, and I gotta try to rub it on my upper back too. But my upper back isn't as sore as my lower back. And I rubbed it on my biceps, my lateral delt, my triceps, the ligaments. Helps with that. Helps soothe it down. So one day I plan to have a whole full-blown recovery session at night, and also I did yoga over the weekend, and I advise anyone to do hot yoga, because that's really going to help you recover from a lot of things. Because yoga is like you're with a group of people vibing. You know what I mean? You're like with a group of people vibing, and you're like just like relaxing, not flexing. You're relaxing. You're stretching out your muscles. You're elongating everything back from concentrically and eccentrically, shaping them in the gym. And then you're also like meditating and praying in a different form of like yogis. Okay. So sometimes I feel like becoming a yogi. Some yogis only eat once. I guess because some acidity or something like that. But anyways, yeah, but that is really good for sport, athlete. If you're a gym enthusiast, I really do highly recommend yoga. They have post-workout recovery yoga. They have hot yoga. It's a whole session of like yoga and vibing. There's vibe with people there. So anyways, and while you're doing cat dog, the dog stretch, cat cow stretch, the cobra stretch, you go into the pigeon stretch, you go into the world's greatest stretch, a lot of different, and also the language is right up my alley. Different, like, it really is, like, they said something about washuhu or something like that, and like jiu-jitsu, like there's like, Japanese names for moves. I did that over the weekend too. I did a class. I can't wait to get back into that, doing heavy. But yeah, I do recommend yoga has a recovery method as well. So since we're talking about recovery, and this is the introduzione alla mia saga de recovery. Episodio numero 1.